Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the NZXT M59 Case. This mid-tower ATX case is currently only available in a black color and is mostly steel, except for a few plastic parts and a plastic front bezel. At the top of the case, up to two optional 120mm or 140mm fans can be installed. At the front of the case, at the top, just underneath the front bezel, is what they're calling a night light, and it will illuminate the front of this case, so it's perfect for dark environments. Also, they include a drive bay cover here at the front with an eject button. And the great thing about this cover is it preserves the look on the front of the case. There are four 5¼ drive bays, and the bottom three have ventilated drive bay covers. Also, each one of these has a dust filter. Here's the power button and reset button, and note that both of these are illuminated. Here's the headphone jack, microphone jack. There are two USB 2 ports, as well as an external serial ATA port. Like the 5¼ drive bay covers, this is also meshed, and it allows for lots of ventilation. To remove the front bezel, just pull at the bottom. A dust filter is included in the front bezel for the optional 120mm intake fan. The left side panel has a huge window and an included 120mm LED intake fan. Note that the right side panel doesn't include a window, fan, or ventilation. At the back of the case is where the motherboard's I/O shield plate gets installed. They include two rubber grommeted holes where the water cooling system tubes can pass through. They include a 120mm exhaust fan, but this fan can be replaced and an optional 92 or 80mm fan can be installed instead. There are 7 ventilated expansion slots, extra ventilation, and a standard ATX power supply can be installed at the bottom, and they include 4 thumb screws, 2 on each side panel. This case fits standard ATX and micro ATX form factor motherboards. And note that the interior of this case is all black. While the motherboard tray is not removable, there are lots of cable management holes, and this is great to organize the cables behind the motherboard tray. Also note the very large hole on the motherboard tray, and this is to allow easy access to the cooler's retention plate. Installing drives in the 5¼ drive bays and in the 3½ drive bays is a toolless operation. For the 5¼ drive bays, they include thumb screws. For the 3½ drive bays, they include drive rails, which go on each side of the hard drive. There are 7 internal 3½ drive bays, 2 at the top, and 5 more can be installed at the bottom. Note that they also include a 2½ drive bay adapter. This case fits 10½ long video cards. They include rubber where the power supply gets installed to prevent vibrations. At the bottom of the case are 4 plastic feet, but each one has a rubber insert, and they include a removable power supply dust filter. Finally, have a listen to the stock cooling. This case has major bang for the buck. I mean, it has all the features you should be looking for in a mid-sized tower case, except it doesn't come with a removable motherboard tray, nor is it all aluminum. Now, those are 2 things that I like personally. Some other people mightn't care for those at all. And considering the category that this is in, it's really not an issue. Now, the styling on the case, I think you either like it or you don't like it. I can't say that I like it a whole lot, although it kind of makes sense a little bit. The front is a little too jaggedy and sharp edges and so on and so forth for my liking, but still, some people might like it. That night light idea that they have at the top there, a little tacky, but still very nice overall case. And if you like the features and the styling on this case, I think it's one of the best mid-size tower cases currently on the market for the money. Overall, this is a great product. Until next time, take care.